Thanks for joining Arm Wrestling fans. In today's video, we will take a look at Krasimir's interview with Engin Terzi. Lots of interesting stuff there. Then Devon Larratt's decision about cutting weight. It looks like he's looking more towards 95 kilos than super heavyweights at this point of time. Then Dadikyan saying that Devon Larratt got scared, that's why he cancelled the match at 105 kilos. Finally, Vitaly Lalatin's comments about steroids. Let's begin. Krasimir told us a couple of interesting facts before they started discussing the Devon vs Hermes match. So Krasi said that he has beaten every single hook puller that he has faced except Todd Hutchings. So hook pullers who weigh under 100 kilos. He has beaten them all and Todd is the final name that he needs to check. And the same thing goes for Todd Hutchings as well. He has also beaten every hook puller except Rustam Babayev, who Krasimir has beaten in the past. So Krasi also said that until 2016, when Gennady beat him for the first time, he never lost to any Georgian arm wrestler ever. And that includes Gennady Quikvinia and Levan Seginashvili. He beat them all too. And on Engin's live stream, Krasi showed a cake that his daughter made for him because he has been thinking about defeating Todd Hutchings for 12 years now. And in almost every single interview, we almost see Krasi getting kind of emotional about that match. If there is one win that Krasi wanted so desperately, way more than any other win in his career, then that has to be this upcoming Todd Hutchings super match, and I think Krasi may even be a slight favorite to win that match. I know it's a controversial take, but in the future we will talk about this more. Krasimir said that on the East vs West cards, Devon Larratt's wrist is shown to be 10. But in his mind, it should be 7 and no more. Now that was a really surprising statement and that kind of shocked Engin as well. So Krasi said that according to him, a wrist should be capable enough of curling anyone in. So the cupping part, the curling part should matter a lot when we're deciding the wrist ratings and not just not losing your wrist. And that is what Engin is looking forward to. For him, if your wrist doesn't get taken, then it is a 10. And I think I will lean more towards Engin Terzi on this side, but maybe Krasimir is also right. But then he said something about the Hermes match. He said that Devon's back pressure and his pronation was more than Hermes. Well, obviously we know that about pronation, but his back pressure? Well, I don't agree with that, and neither did Engin Terzi. Then Krasimir kind of dropped the back pressure argument, but he still kept on saying that the only reason why Hermes lost was because of his lack of pronation. He couldn't keep his pronation, that's why he lost, otherwise he would have won that match against Devon. So about this topic, mention your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think Devon's wrist is a 7 or is it a 10? Is your ability to cup your wrist more important than not losing your wrist? Please discuss that one as well. Then finally, Krasi said that Artem Morozov basically had no side pressure when he went against Alex Kurdecha. He won because of his pronation and his back pressure, and that's what is going to make him suffer in the upcoming Ivan Metishenko super match. He believes that Ivan has the ability to flash pin Morozov 4 times in a row. So by this time, literally everyone in this world has discussed Devon Larratt's weight cut. But in one of the recent videos, Devon showed himself to be weighing around 247 pounds. Now that is already below the 115 kg weight category. And he keeps on talking about the 95 kg class as well. So he's looking forward to that class way more than the super heavyweights now. Then he was apologizing to Jody Larratt for being fat. And that kind of shows that he may have completely forgotten about the super heavyweight category for good, and that is not going to be good for the arm wrestling community. Of course, health wise, it is going to be the best decision for Devon, but for the arm wrestling community, for the fans, maybe not. Devon was discussing with Jody how in the early days he used to weigh around 230 pounds when he was about 24 to 28 years old. So he's thinking that when he gets old, maybe 50 years old, a year later, he will probably be weighing around 220 pounds. That's how light he's planning on being, and from there he can also cut to 95 kilos. That's not something that he said in that video, but he has discussed that many times by now. And on Neil Pickup's live stream, Devon was kind of joking about from now on doing everything that the YouTube comment section tells him to do, which is doing full body workouts. You can see him doing the shoulder flies and shoulder presses. He said that he's doing calf raises as well, which was obviously a joke, but maybe he's going to train his full body, who knows. David Dadikyan was also interviewed by Engin Terzi, and in that interview we saw the question coming from a mile away. What does he think about Devon Larratt's cancellation of the 105 kg title match that Dadikyan was prepared to defend? Dadikyan said that the reason why Devon cancelled this is because he got maybe just a little bit scared of losing this match, obviously. And Dadikyan said that he was 100% sure, well, not really 100%, but he was quite confident that he was going to beat Devon Larratt in that super match, and that's why this match is cancelled. If Devon was so sure that he's going to win this for sure, then he wouldn't have cancelled it no matter what. And we have already discussed this topic, and I kind of agree with Dadikyan here. Not saying that Devon thought he's going to lose this match, but for sure in his mind he was not the 100% favorite. Maybe he was 70% favorite or 75% favorite, and he wasn't willing to take the 25% risk that that match possessed. Because unless you are kind of injured and you are risking aggravating your old injuries, which isn't the case with Devon, or you cannot be physically present at the venue on the match day, unless these two conditions satisfy, you wouldn't cancel a match that you are 100% sure of winning. So both of these conditions didn't satisfy in Devon's case, and that's why I believe he also thought that there is a small possibility that he loses that match to Dadikyan. But still, despite that, Dadikyan said that he totally understands Devon's decision to relax, to kind of have his own time to recover because he has been training and competing so much. And he still respects Devon as much as he did before that match cancellation. So once again, about this topic as well, please mention your thoughts in the comment section. And finally, Vitaly Lalatin was interviewed on ARMWRESTLING YouTube channel. He said that his shape right now, especially considering his left arm, is really good, but it's not 100%. So from what I was getting, maybe he's above 90%, above 95% of his peak shape, but not really 100%. He's right now around 139, 140 kilos in shoes, and he's planning on gaining a couple of kilos more, which will exactly be the same weight as the Hermes Gasparini match. About top arm wrestlers on the left arm, Vitaly said that Artyom Morozov, Alex Kordecha, Ivan Matyushenko. Then the interviewer asked about Alijan Muratov. He said that Alijan is a lighter weight guy, and Vitaly will be very comfortable with him if they have a super match, just because of the styles and maybe just because of Vitaly's superior arm length. He was saying that. That's my guess. On the right arm, Vitaly's list was quite shocking because he did not include Devon in that. Maybe because Devon has decided to cut weight, that's why he decided to leave Devon out of this list. So Vitaly said Hermes Gasparini, Levan Saginashvili, Alex Kordecha, Gennady Kuikvinia and Artyom Morozov. He did not list them in order. About a left-handed match with Levan Saginashvili, Vitaly gave the best political answer, which I really liked. He said that Levan has not competed on the left arm. We are not sure how his current shape is, so there is no point in even discussing the possibility of that super match because he doesn't know if it is ever going to happen or not. And then the infamous steroids question. Vitaly kind of, I'll say, downplayed the power of steroids. Vitaly said that if you take too much steroids, it may not necessarily help you that much. And in fact, you still have to train and you still have to prepare, and a lot of dedication is still required to achieve anything. And not only that, steroids can be actually pretty scary and pretty dangerous. So these are the main topics that I wanted to discuss in this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.